Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Entrepreneurs here, and today what we'll be doing is we'll be continuing our series with investing with Mac. If you guys have not watched the previous video, I highly suggest you guys go watch that now. As a disclaimer, this is just for educational purposes only, and if you guys are looking for financial advice, to seek out a registered financial advisor. And if that makes sense, let's get started. So I'll share my screen with you guys now. All right, let's do that. Share this. Perfect. Let me know if you guys can see me. And what I'll do is I'll extend me. And today it's gonna be pretty exciting. So I'm gonna talk about what I did for Supreme Cannabis Fire, because I told you that I bought it like I think it was maybe a month or 2 months ago, and now last week I actually sold and took the profit because I knew that it was time to get out, and the hype, it was a big news. Hype was there, and I gotta realize my gain, right? So I'll show you that here. So this is the Supreme Cannabis that we'll be going over today. And the first spike that we had was actually in January. And you can see here that, let's say, it did a cup and handle here, right? So from here to here. And we could say from January 26th, it trended down a little bit. It was going to do a cup and handle. Then the 27th, red day. Then 28 was a green day. Then 29, it looks like it did a lot of people did a dip buy. Then from there, it just skyrocketed all the way to, let me just move my screen, move me here at 60 cents. Right, high of 60 cents. Then ever since that hype, and I saw this hype, and I wasn't in it yet, but when I bought it was actually around this, I think it was around here, right? I bought it around the 26 range, so it might have been here when it was going down. Yeah, I bought it around this time. So from there, yeah, then I bought it here. It did a dip buy. I did a dip buy there, then it just kind of like consolidated, and I was looking for this consolidation, and that was on March, right? Then from there, once April hit, April 8th, then there was a big news that came out, and it was amazing. This stock just like blew up like 50% in one day. In one day, and I was just like, I was so amazed. And let me go over the news that what blew it up. So you can see here, weed continues acquisition spree, inks 435 million to buy Supreme Cannabis, and this was the catalyst that brought the stock to skyrocket at 50% in one day. And we can see here, I'll just go over this quickly. A lot of people saw this as a positive, right? Because Canopy is the biggest, cannabis in the industry. And you can see here, Canopy Growth, the world's largest cannabis producer, so it's a LP, licensed producers, has announced that they have entered into a definitive agreement under which Canopy will acquire all of Supreme Cannabis issue and outstanding common shares, Supreme Cannabis shares, in a transaction valued at approximately 435 million on a fully diluted basis. And that was the news that brought it up to 50% in one day. And after that, I'm just like, you know what? This week, or I guess it was last week, I need to cash out, right? I need to realize my gain. And I did that, and which was, it was an exciting moment. Because you just gotta wait for stuff like that to happen. And I'm just gonna go here so you can see CEO.ca fire. There was a lot of talk about this. It was pretty amazing. So 14th, I read KD invested really early. Now investing went up to 61 times. Kevin Durant, that's who that is. OGI beating it. And yeah, if you guys have time, definitely try to look into what people are saying about Supreme Cannabis. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta be early, because if you're early and the right time, you get to get profits like this and realize those gains. And you can see here too, in Stockhouse, Bullboard, people say, why sell? Why? For bad, it doesn't excite me. Full fire analysis on YouTube. And yeah, you can definitely read this over and check what people are saying, because Fire is a great company. They're profitable, but now I guess Canopy wants to like take them over and go big, right? Go big. And what's cool about this agreement is that, let's say you own Supreme Cannabis stock. Now they're gonna convert this stock to CGC. They're gonna convert this to Canopy Growth stock. And I can't remember the exact number of what they agreed on, but you can definitely look that up. And let's see if I can scroll up. No more message to load. What the heck? That's kind of weird. Yeah, normally. Let's see, sir. Oh, those are the people that are the directors, if they're buying, selling. Okay, let me load up here. Introducing Supreme. I'm just gonna go up. If I can't find it, then all you need to do is just Google, Supreme Cannabis, deal with Canopy, and you'll be able to see it. I think it's the 10th. So I'm just gonna check when was the 10th. Saturday, so it has to be here somewhere. Twitter, 12, ranking, CEO Newswire introducing 14th. That's last week. Yeah, it might be this one here. Let's see. Rolled 45 million deals on Supreme Cannabis, shows interest in premium stock. Blah, blah, blah. 6 grams. 142% jump from the year. Right? That's amazing. 22 million. Okay. But yeah, so this is like an amazing deal. This was a big news for Supreme Cannabis, just to have this set in place, because now Canopy Growth has more premium stocks that they can sell. And I think this deal will probably close in the summertime. So if you're in it, great. If you cashed out, great, because you made money, right? You made money for sure. If you bought it at the low end of this year. Okay, so that's fire for you, right? So you can see here, one day it was hovering at, let's see here, it was hovering at 26 cents, right? 27 cents, 26 is the low. Then the next day, high was 42.5 and low was 39 cents. And you can even see, like, I trended this. I put the trend line here. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll hover here more. It's consolidating. Then that big news just came and just like brought that up so significantly. All right, so let's see what's going on with the other stocks. Let's look at Namaste. So Namaste, you can definitely see here that it broke that trend line, and once that did break the trend line, it just kept on going down, and you can see that, right? Broke that trend line, kept on going down, red days, and you can see here from the support and resistance, it's hovering in that support and resistance, and if it keeps going to here in the next couple days or weeks, if it goes I would say consolidate here and doesn't go up, if it breaks this support, then we might see a newer higher low and lower high, and new support and resistance, right? And if you're bullish, you probably don't want to see that. You probably want to see the trend line from, like, let's say we trend this, move it here, then hopefully it goes up again to the support and resistance and go up to closer to the resistant range. Because if not, might see that break and keep going lower and lower, and it might be a good time to dip buy. Who knows? But we'll see. Summertime, what I noticed for, I guess, for the cannabis industry, especially in the Canadian market, it tends to do a lull a little bit, then eventually it goes up gradually springtime, then all the way to winter. That's what I noticed. And think about it, right? So it's like 418 right now, so April 18th, so 420. I don't know if I'll see a jump there because 420 is very huge in the community. We'll see on, let's say, Tuesday if the stock will pick up. If not, it might just hover around there. And let's look at Rivers. Rivers has been getting a beating too. You can see here that it broke that trend line. It tried to hover there, right? Then now it's just hovering down to this support and resistance. And if we see this support and resistance, like you see here, the higher low, lower high, it goes down more, then potentially we might see a bearish pattern. And from there, it might just even keep going lower to the support. But if we see a reverse trend that, maybe from here for the next couple days and weeks, it goes up, then that would be a good sign that the momentum is turning around. But you can see here from start of February, it just kept on trending down all the way to March. March was a huge beating, right? You can see this red days. Then from here, April is just consolidating, and we'll see what's gonna happen in the trend, right? Is it time to buy in? Is it time to cash out? I would say for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm just holding for sure. I'm holding for now. For FAR, I cashed out because I got that huge gain, and what I did is that with that cash, I'm buying stocks that are in the red, right? So I'm gonna be dip buying. All right, so that's River. Weed, you can see here, weed has been trending down ever since February. And also with that deal with Supreme, I guess the shareholders of weed didn't like it, but people with the shares of FAR, people loved it. So that deal was good. Okay, so now going back to let's look at some US stocks. So AMC. So AMC has been very volatile the end of March and also beginning of April. And you can see here the high, the support resistant. Then you can say this is the new support and resistance. So you can see here around March, right? It trended down, right? Then after that, it consolidated the next few days. Then after that, it broke that support. And once it broke that support, it went down the next couple of days, right? A lot of day traders, swing traders, they probably saw this and they're like, oh, maybe it's time to, dip buy, or if dip buy, it's time to, bring the stock down. So maybe they were shorting the stocks ever since from May 18th, right? May 18th, they probably were shorting this couple days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that, maybe from here, people are covering. And once they covered, maybe more people here, I'm assuming, I'm just speculating that they did another short position here. Then after that, people are covering. Then some people are probably dip buying. And from there, it's hitting this trend line or seeing this resistance, and you can see here that's hovering here. So what I like to see if you're long is I want to see this resistance, break, right? If we can break this resistance and go to a newer higher high and lower low, and go to a new level of support and resistance, that would be good, right? If we can consolidate here a little bit, then breaks this resistance and goes up here, then that would be nice to see. Okay, so that's AMC. And how about, and what's cool too is with AMC, I think it's like 99% of their theaters are coming back online, meaning, they're reopening again. And a lot of things that I saw on, Wall Street Bets. I'm part of this group in Facebook, also called Wall Street Bets. A lot of people are taking pictures of them going to the cinema, going to theaters, and watching. I think it was like Godzilla versus whatever, right? I can't remember the movie, but a lot of people are going more in theaters because probably they're bored at home and they want to go, have an experience watching movies again outside of their house, right? So okay, let's look at GameStop, see what's going on there, because I know GameStop has been volatile elsewhere as well. And yeah, so the month of March, did a spike. Then after that, started trending down ever since then, right? And I know that what do you call it? Roaring Kitty has doubled down, so he has a lot of stocks, and he has a lot of equity in GameStop. So we'll see what he does in the next few days, weeks, months, because he's saying that he's not going to do any more updates on his position. So I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like for him, he has like at least 30 mil in the bank, 30 mil in the bank. And he was telling, everybody, and I saw an interview with him, and he was saying that, a year ago, he didn't have $1 million in the bank. I don't even think he had 100K in the bank, but now he's like, a multimillionaire, right? So it's crazy what you could see and what could happen in the market at the right time. And for him, he played it like, YOLO, yeah, right? He played the YOLO game for GameStop, and now he's reaping the rewards. So that's really amazing to see. And congratulations to him for sure, right? Roy Kitty, you're the man. You're the man. Yeah, due diligence is so important. Due diligence is so important. All right, so I guess what we could do is let's look at some of the stuff here, because I was looking at, yeah, Supreme Cannabis there, stockhouse.com. Let's look at here, Supreme, Namaste. People are still chattering there. Twitter, more information on what's going on, right? Let's look at Rivers. Not much going on there, but it looks like from here, that's why the stock is going down. Is a lot of the directors are cashing out. You can see here on the 7th, right? He filed on the 7th, and he's taken out, he took out 55K out of 24,000 volume at 2.25 each, right? So that's why the stock has been trending now, because a lot of the directors are cashing out, trying to make their dough. All right. So this is the news that we were talking about, right? Wall Street Bets. It's interesting to see all this stuff. Let's look at YOLO. YOLO. Ooh, let's see AMC position. Apes, let's go. You can see here, this guy has 130K, right, in AMC. So I guess last trading day, this is where he took it. He's down maybe around 8K, 5.76. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see like numbers like this in the stock market, that some people have 130K, 230, 200, 300, a million, right? And it just motivates you that, hey, it's actually possible to make cash in the stock market, especially in penny stocks, because AMC used to be penny stock, right? Was trading less than $1 like a few months ago, and now it's at like $9, which is crazy, right? Just the gains that you'll see. So what about this guy? WSB leverage smart beta update now up to 350k, 108%. So dry drink here. I explained the high return before here. Then another 30k decided to borrow more, another 90k to buy more stocks, leverage back up like the strategy demands, and post quick updates. So let's take a look here. Wow, okay, I'm pretty sure this is margin account right here. Not like liquidity maintenance. Okay. Damn, this is a financial instruments daily unrealized 339. That's good stuff. So I'll exit this. Yeah, it's just nice to see all this stuff and the YOLO, and if people are making money or if they're losing money. But overall, what you have to determine or even realize that you have to know your risk tolerance, and that's very important in any trade that you come in. Always know your risk tolerance, and if you're gonna be cashing out this amount, actually cash out this amount, or if you're gonna you know cash, like if you're losing money and you're like, what, this is my limit, you cash out in that limit, right? Because don't make it go worse and worse, because if it does, you're gonna lose more money. So it's all about risk tolerance and playing it smart, right? And like what I said before, that 90% of traders lose. And if you think about it, if you want to be the 10%, you probably want to do the 10%, I guess you could say, different, do differently than the rest, and you want to be that 10%. Okay. All right, so I guess that's the update that I wanted to just show you guys this week, because it's been volatile, it's been crazy, and hopefully you guys are making money and that you guys are learning from your experience, because that's the most important thing, is when you go into the market, just learn from your mistakes, and also always have a plan in place so that you can get to whatever you want to be, right, to the next level, if you say. So what I'll do is I'll show you my account right now, and this is what I usually do at the end, right? Is you can see here for fire, I think I put in, it might have been 1.3 or 1.2 k in there, and I'm up 715. And last week I cashed this out, and I'm gonna be putting this money into the smaller guys that I see, what do you call it, see that I can double my money, for example, right? Or not even double my money, like I see potential on, and from there hopefully make more money, right? And just remember, any gain is good gain. So you don't want to, like, let's say you're looking for fire to go to an extra, I don't know, like an additional 20%, 50%. Maybe you want to double your money. You definitely want to don't want to do that, because if you do, you're gonna get too greedy and you're gonna have that fear of missing out, and you don't want to do that in a trade, because if you do, you're gonna lose money, right? Like what I said before. So hopefully that makes sense, guys, and hopefully you guys are making money. And if you guys are making money, definitely let me know, because that's exciting news, because it's all about experience in the market. And then if you do start earlier and you learn from your mistakes, then you're gonna get better and better and better. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And it's crazy because yesterday in Calgary, it was, plus 21. It was hot. It was nice, spend time with the family at the park. And after that, today, it's snowing. How crazy is that? So that's what happens when change is constant. And you got to remember that in life, the only thing that is constant is change. And you just want to improve on getting better and better. And like what I'm saying here before, definitely for the stock market, it's pretty much the same thing. All right. Have a great day and take care. See you guys in the next video. Okay.